Tributes continue to pour in for the late Dingaan Thobela, the former boxing world champion who suddenly passed away at the age of 57 years old yesterday. He's been called a legend, a giant, an unbelievable fighter and a good person. Mandla Ntlanganiso, the Boxing South Africa Accounting Authority, joins us now. Very good evening and welcome to Newzroom Afrika. Sad circumstances under which we speak. Can you maybe just share with us what your first memories were that kind of came flooding to mind when you heard the news?
Good evening, Vailin and the Newzroom viewers. This was a very sad moment when we heard the news last night. I couldn't believe that this is what I'm hearing. We had a big plans with Dingaan. As you know that on Friday we had a boxing symposium, a very successful symposium, wherein our boxing legends were playing a key role in terms of repositioning and repackaging boxing. And I must say that this is a thought that came during our journey to Polokwane, myself and Dingaan, where we were talking about the rekindling, the golden days, and during this journey, where this idea of forming a South African boxing ambassadors came out, and, it is his seed that he planted on me, and I made sure that when the opportunity comes, I will be able, to plant the idea. And now that idea have been, fruitful as the matter was, really, announced in our boxing symposium we had last week on Friday. And Dingaan was one of the speakers during this particular session. And we were surprised that, he did not pitch up. When we tried to call him, where the phone was just ringing. And on Tuesday, when I spoke to him, he said that, he's ready to rock and roll and he's looking forward, to the particular symposium. So we are very certain. And we were shocked because we had big plans to rekindle the golden moments and to develop boxing in the country, because he does not only want to be recognized as a legend, he wanted to play a role, in the development of boxing, which is the path that we are taking now to make sure that our boxing legends form part of the mainstream of boxing. So, it's still a shock to us, and we are really, really saddened by this. But ours is just to make sure that we allow, his legacy not to die, and to make sure that whatever dreams that he had, we will continue with those dreams, those that are still living.
Mandla, what do you know of a memorial service, perhaps a funeral? What are the discussions around there? And will there be an opportunity for fans to pay their respects? We saw the outpouring of love and shock and sadness today coming from all corners of South Africa. Do you have any details to share?
At this stage, we don't have details. However, we are meeting with the family tomorrow, wherein we will get all the details because this is still fresh. And as from tomorrow, we hope that the family will give us guidance in terms of, when can we do what? Because, we must allow the family, to give us guidance. So after tomorrow, I believe we will be able to inform the public and the media houses in terms of the way forward. Indeed, he deserves, to be, remembered, because he played a big role in putting South African boxing, and the African boxing, continental boxing in the map. So we will advise, when it comes to that.
Mandla Ntlanganiso is the Accounting Authority for Boxing South Africa, an organization which itself is still trying to stabilize. Thank you so much for chatting to us here on Newzroom Afrika and sharing those details. What a shock. Oli, the fact that Dingaan was supposed to be a part of a boxing symposium that happened just a couple of days beforehand and a week ago now, saying he really was excited to be a part of the future of the sport.